let's get started with the next one. So Maven project, what is Maven? First of all, understand the Maven, then we'll move on to the Maven project, okay? So Maven is a builder tool. Maven and Gradle are build tools. So this is also an interview question. What is Maven? What is your build tool? Which build tool you have used? And if they ask, you have to tell answer Maven or Gradle. So if you know Gradle, you tell. Otherwise, tell Maven only. There is no harm. So Maven is a very famous one. Maven also. Gradle also famous one. Maven also a famous one. Famous build tools. So both are build tools only. Basically, what is this build tool will do? So build tools will build the entire project. So what is meant by building? So you're writing a code, a lot of code in different packages. So entire code has to be synced with all the files. And also it has to compile properly. If there is any compilation issues are there, that will be resolved. So the code will be compiled and that is done by build tool. Any build tool will do that, code compilation. And second point, all the dependencies, required dependencies will be downloaded to the project. Required dependencies means required jar files. Like we need for Selenium project, you need a Selenium dependencies, right? Selenium libraries. And you need a TestNG library. You need if you are using JUnit, JUnit library. If you want reports related library, extend reports library you need. And if you want to work with Excel sheets, you need Excel sheet related dependencies or libraries. And all these libraries, we cannot download them. Let's say, tedious task, right? So you want to achieve that easy way, we're using build tools. So what these build tools will do, you just declare, okay, which library, the library name, the artifact we call this, group ID, artifact ID, version, which version you want. Which version you want, you tell the version name. And automatically that version will be downloaded automatically to your Maven project. So that all the jar files are available in your project, you can use that code, right? So that is done by this build tools. So what the build tools will do? So they will compile the code. They will download all the dependencies to the project, mention the dependencies in the pom.xml, whatever the pom.xml you specify the dependencies, those will be downloaded to the project. And it will create the jar file. So you can deploy wherever you want. And also it will create the documentation also. So all these actions are done by build tools. So Maven is one of the project management tool, okay? Project object model. So this is POM, we call this POM also. That's why you have a pom.xml is the heart of your Maven project. So every Maven project automatically has, now if you want more detailed way, I can go here, labels, you can find out Maven. So here you have a Maven. See, Maven generates the source code, generates the documentation from source code, compiles the source code, packages compiled into jar file or zip file format, installs the packaged this jar file into local repository, server repository, or central repository, wherever you want. You can deploy these jars, and required jar files will be downloaded by build tool to your project. So Maven and Gradle are the famous one. Ant is no more now. So that's a old one. You don't need to worry about that. And so now 3.x.0 is the latest version. This is not the latest. This is the old one. 3.9 something is there. That's a Maven. You need to download and set up the Maven path in the environment variables. So that I'll show you that. And so this is the one. Every project object model, so that is called pom.xml. In this format, we have all POM files require project element and 3 mandatory fields. What are all those? Group ID, artifact ID, version. So these are the 3 tags, XML tags. 3 different XML tags will be there. Those tags you are going to use them. And the root element of pom.xml. So this is the root element, okay? So in the project. So this is the group ID, artifact ID, version. So that's all, we don't need much. And this is the one. Every dependency has a dependency tag. So a dependency tag inside, you have a group ID tag, artifact ID tag, version tag. Then there are scopes. There are some scopes are there. Scopes means where to use this dependency. So where you are going to use this dependency. Those scopes you can use. We have a compile scope, first one. Then provided scope. Then runtime scope. Test scope. So you will mention like this scope tag. After version, scope tag will be there. Test scope and runtime scope. System path scope. System scope means system path. Provided means provided scope name. So these are the different scopes. So where you can use, that's the meaning of this, all these scopes. Compile scope means default scope. If you don't specify any scope, that's a compile scope. So that means this dependency is used during the compile time. That's it. That's the meaning of compile scope. Provided scope means like, Dockers and containers, they will provide automatically some default softwares. That means that is provided. So it is providing. So that is called provided scope. And runtime means they can be used at runtime. They can be used at runtime. So they can be used at runtime. So they are not needed for compilation of the project code. They are not needed for the compilation of the project code. So that's the runtime scope. Test scope means this test scope is used during your test execution time. That's a test scope. System scope is similar to provided scope. Somewhere in your system, this library, this jar file is available, and you are specifying that complete path. That's a system path. And import, these are all not used much, but we are going to use mostly test and runtime. Test, runtime, and compile scope. These are the things mostly we'll use. Other than that, nothing. Okay. And there are some commands. Okay. So these are the commands you should know. mvn clean, mvn compile. mvn clean means this command is used to clean the project's target directory. There is a target folder in the Maven project that will be cleaned up. If you run Maven clean, mvn clean, it will clean up every time. So Maven compile, mvn compile means this command is used to compile the entire project. So if any changes, sometimes changes won't reflect. One folder in another folder, changes won't reflect. If you want to reflect the changes, you will use mvn compile. mvn package. This command is used to package the project into a jar file format. mvn install. So basically it is used to install the package into a local repository. So in your local repository, the package is not there, that it won't run properly. So you want to install the complete package into local repository, we'll use mvn package or mvn install. So mvn test, we are going to use this one, the mvn clean, mvn compile, mvn install, mvn test. These are the things you will use mostly. So other things, so very rarely people will use, but those are the things. And MVN clean test, final one, you can use shortcut complete. Instead of writing first MVN clean, then MVN test. So MVN clean, what it will do, it will clean the project, then run the test cases. That's a MVN clean test means. Okay. So any questions on this build tool?
No.
So let's go and create the Maven in your Eclipse. Any questions? So can you all open your Eclipse and let's create the Maven project. Ready?
Okay.
So go to File, New, Project. You have to take a project, not Java project. Project. So we are not creating a Java project. We are going to create a Maven project. Click on Project. Then search for the Maven. Search here, Maven. See, you will get a Maven project. Click on Maven project. So create a simple project. Create a simple project. Create a simple project and click on next button. So what we did? Check the checkbox. Next. And group ID artifact ID. Group ID, artifact ID. So what is a group ID? You give any name, okay? So I'm giving hybrid, right? Hybrid framework. Or you can give, yeah, I can give a hybrid framework. So then I can give open cart UI automation. May, or you can give same also, okay? Same name also. Suppose you want to give this group ID itself, you want to give here. That's also fine. Otherwise, you can give open cart UI automation, May 18, 2023. So better we'll give a same name both, okay? So this one I'll just change it. While pushing this code to GitHub, that's going to be convenient for us. Same project name, we'll give a repository name so that easily we can push the code to GitHub project. GitHub, a repository. So then click on finish. See, the project is going to create, and you can see open cart UI automation, May 17, right? This one, May 18. Click on this. So you can see ready-made structure you got already. SRC main Java folder, SRC main resources folder, SRC test Java folder, SRC test resources folder, JRE system library, pom.xml. So these are all the different ready-made structure you will get. Pom.xml is the heart of, see in the project below itself, it is there. So this is the project structure, and pom.xml. If you open this pom.xml, click on this, and you'll see project is the first node. Then group ID, artifact ID, version. So these are the things, but we have to add many things below version tag.
You'll write all the dependencies and all here.
Yeah, dependencies we are going to add now.
Okay.
So you can just include. There is a so in our blog, you have to open our blog always. Okay, keep our blog aside. So you go to hybrid framework label, and you can find out everything here. So what are the folder structure you need to create, everything I have given here. Okay, this folder structure you have to create. But before that, these are the dependencies. Automatically, it will take you to that MEN repository. So all these dependencies you need to add. What are the dependencies we need? See, add required dependencies in the pom.xml. So these are the dependencies we need for our project. First one is a Selenium dependencies, TestNG dependencies, Apache Commons, Commons.io, Apache POI. Apache POI libraries are used for working with Excel sheets. If you want to work with Excel sheets, you need this Apache POI. Then, so you need a logger for logging purpose. So we are going to use a log4j for logging purpose. Then you're going to use a reporting purpose, extend reports. So this is available in event stack. So this is these extend reports, and then allure reports. So these are the different dependencies. All these dependencies, I'll show you how to add them. Please just click on this, open in the new tab, and you take this latest one, copy this, and go. So put here one dependencies tag, dependencies. So open tag and close tag. In between that, you paste it, Control S. Then it will download. You will get here Maven dependencies, one folder here, JRE system library below. You will get, see, you got it now. That means all these Selenium jars are downloaded here. You can go and see them. See all the Selenium jars here. See, all Selenium jars are available. We didn't do anything. We didn't add them. So automatically Maven is downloading them from this artifact and this version it is downloaded. That's the advantage here. So same way, add another dependency. So what is another dependency? You go here, click on it, open in new, everything links are there. You don't need to struggle also. Take this version, copy, and go to the, so here, just paste it. And then Control S you need to do. Make sure you do the Control S. After pasting the dependency, you have to do Control S.
Control S. Save.
Control S for downloading. So this will download.
Okay.
To this Maven dependencies folder, it will download. Okay. It will download to this Maven dependencies folder. That purpose you need Control S. You have to do each dependencies after. Make sure you do the Control S. Okay. Please finish and come back. Tomorrow we'll see all these dependencies. Make sure you add all of them. Okay.
And there are 10.
No need to anything. You don't need to do nothing. Just go and click on new open, select one version and add that. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. So no need to, you don't need to struggle also there. Link also provided everything very nicely. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.